What's up, y'all? It's your girl Drea Kay back with another episode of Let's Tell a Story. I have a very special guest here. I say all my guests are special, but this is like a really, really special guest because like we went to the same high school or whatever. So it's like he's really special. So hi,
What's
Perp.
happening? What's up? What's happening?
Let the people know who you are.
I mean, you just said my name, Champagne Purpy.
Champagne.
Yeah, always. And that's about it.
Like
I mean,
Champagne
what else am I supposed to
Purpy.
say?
Like Champagne Purpy.
Yeah, he ain't me. He's not me at all.
Well, who are you? Tell me. Let the people know. I know who you are, but you know.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do.
What do you do?
Oh man, I do everything. That's so hard to ask. I mean, that's so hard to answer. You ask me what I do. I put together events. I do studio consultants. I don't know. I'm pretty much an A&R to the city.
Yeah. How long you been doing this?
Man, I could say probably for about
years and years.
yeah, we're gonna just go with years. I've been doing it for a couple of years now.
Where does the enjoyment come from? Do you enjoy what you do?
I love what I do. The enjoyment definitely comes from making other people happy and helping other people reach their dreams, or helping them meet certain milestones that they have in their life and their career. So that's where my enjoyment comes from other people.
So when you say studio consulting, what does that entail? Like, do you directly work with artists or do you work with producers? Like, do you work with everybody?
I work with everybody.
Like, what is that?
I'm pretty much the middleman. I know a lot of people in different aspects.
You do.
Of the music, so I link everybody together. So as far as studio consultant, like I work with singers more so, and with rappers. I do some ghostwriting sometimes. I go to the studio and they let me hear it and give my opinion on what should be added, what can be changed, stuff like that.
So you like Jermaine Dupri? JD.
I mean, JD did his thing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm okay with that. Yeah, JD, Diddy.
It's a different type of swag
Diddy.
with you, huh?
Yeah. I'm a roll with Diddy. Yeah, no, literally, I'm a roll with Diddy. You know? So.
I can see that vibe. Your 90s jacket, your 90s swag.
Come on, man.
You're pretty cool.
You're cool. I appreciate that, though.
No, I'm straight. So, we've known each other since high school.
Mm-hmm.
How has the transition been going from high school to now, to what you do now? Like, how has that been for you?
Man, I feel like I'm completely different from high school. I think high school, who I was in high school, got me to where I'm at now. I feel like being popular in high school kind of made me have all these connects, because you'd be amazed how many people turn out to do things that matter, and that helps me in my situation, to my event. So I don't know, I think that I kind of use my powers for good now. So high school definitely molded the way for that.
Do you feel like in today's industry, whether it's entertainment or whatever, do you feel like that same high school mentality is within the industry? How people, the popular kids, I guess, are still like trying to dominate everything.
Most definitely.
It's like, it's kind of like the people that weren't really cool in high school, or the people that weren't really, you know, cool per se, like they have a harder time getting into the industry.
I definitely think so. Because to get into the industry, you gotta have a following, or at least in my opinion, that's my theory of it. You gotta have a following, and you gotta have supporters. And I know a couple of people that don't have a lot of followers that make great music, but people will never hear it. And more so, that's what I do events for. You know, the underdogs. You know, you may see some popular artists in there, but I'll try to aim for the underdogs, because it's not my purpose to put people on, not that I have the power to, but as far as my shows, I try to push people that don't get the boost that they need to showcase their talent, you know. So put them on a platform to where people are going to come out and actually see them. So then now you're getting followers, and now you're getting that attention, and people starting to know about you. So yeah, I definitely agree with that. I think that the underdogs have a lot of great music, though.
They do. And how do you go about choosing different underdogs? Because I know it's a lot of them. How do you go about choosing different people to be a part of your showcases, or just being in the studio deciding to work with these people?
Well, the studio and the showcase are totally different. Studio, I don't just pull up to the studio and just linger around. I guess people trust me musically, and they'll pull up, or they'll say, hey, I got a studio session next week, can you come with me? Or a lot of times they send me music and be like, hey, what do you think about this? Let me know what I need to change. And I tell them, well, look, next time you're in the studio, just let me know and I'll pull up to the studio. That save you time of having to go back and record it. So studio consultants is kind of like on notice. They ask and I'm pulling up. I'm gonna put you in my schedule because, you know, that's the fun side of things for me. But as far as my events, it's either based off of people that I genuinely like or I genuinely think got a talent to showcase, or I don't know, man. I feel like musically I'm just lit, like it just happens sometimes. My last showcase, I had one particular artist who painted at my last event, and she told me that she wanted to sing, and I'm like, get out of here with that.
What you mean sing?
Yeah.
Like sing or sing?
Yeah, so she said she wanted to sing, so then, hey, we're gonna make that happen. But sometimes you have people that can't make it, so then other people replace them. So it's just a lot of series that that lead to people getting put in. I mainly like the aim for underdogs though.
So what events or business ventures do you have coming up now or in the future?
I'm kind of taking a break from events right now. I'm focusing on my podcast. I have my podcast coming next month.
Shout out to the podcasters.
Yeah. Shout out to the podcast. It's gonna be something crazy. It's gonna be interactive for the city. But other than that, yeah, I'm taking a break from events, man. It's a lot going to it. Yeah.
It is.
Definitely.
I can say from experience. Gee whiz.
Yes, it's a lot, right? Like mentally, physically, financially, it's a lot.
Because people don't know what goes behind the scenes. All they do is just show up and they'll be like, oh, this was a nice event, but they have no idea what went into that or the planning behind it. And then if you're one person that's planning it, it's like all of that information is in your mind.
And then, like I just said, how I think. Like, I'm thinking about it 100%. So that's taking up 100% of my brain. Like, I don't sleep sometimes thinking about it. So that takes up a lot. If you go months without sleeping because you're planning stuff, it's a lot. It's a lot of money get put into it. I like to do a lot of promotion, a lot of marketing for it. It's a lot of money going to it, and honestly, half of the time you don't make that money back. And a lot of people don't think that, you know. But
I have no idea.
yeah. If it weren't for the money, I would have been quick.
Hello.
So I don't make no money off it.
So the podcast, what are you going to be talking about? Like, what different discussions are you going to have on your podcast?
So the podcast is it's going to be interactive. It's going to be kind of like a TV show, a talk show almost. It's going to be for the city, man, not just the popular people like you said. It's also for the underdogs, not just for creatives, but you know, just anybody that want to talk, anybody that want to have opinions. So what do that do is you bring random people in, not just creatives, but I'm gonna have a creative every episode, at least one guest star, right? Like a rapper, singer, artist, entrepreneur, etc. And the regular people that's coming on, we're gonna ask various questions and get different point of views and perspectives of things. Different questions. I have like jars that they gonna pull questions out of. We're gonna ask those questions and then they're gonna answer those. But ultimately, towards the end, we gonna hear face to face with this creative that's here. What can this creative do to get your attention more? What can this creative do to attract, you know, more people from the audience point of view? What can I do to create better events for the city? You know what I'm saying? What can we do to get the city more involved while involving them inside of it? You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool. We're gonna have a lot of things going on. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna play a lot. We're gonna debate about a couple of things, you know, but at the end of the day, it's gonna be all love and it's gonna be good. We're gonna drink a little champagne, you know what I'm saying?
A little champagne there.
Yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do our thing. It's gonna be cool.
So that's where your main focus is going to right now.
Yeah, right now that's my main focus. I feel like it's the same platform as starting an event, but cheaper cheaper, more fun.
Hello.
You know, yeah.
So when it comes to podcasting, how different is it from any other type of media experience? Like, how is that different?
I'm in control.
Basically,
That's that. I mean, as crazy as that sound, that's the difference, because I control that dynamic. Like, even sitting here in this interview, I can't just sway it the way that I want to. I can't avoid questions that I don't want to answer. And not that I'm going to do that on the podcast, but I'm in control, and it's going to be just like my planned events. Everything is going to be strategically planned and set out, but at the same time, it's not just you see an event and assume this is what happened. Everything that we're doing, you're going to witness it. You know what I'm saying? You're going to witness the conversations, things of that nature. It's going to be, it's just completely different for me, I think.
Well, I can't wait to see or be on the podcast, because I already know.
You know you're going to be up.
You gotta come,
Yeah, she definitely Captain. She knows she's going to be on there.
I am.
We I definitely need some tips, because clearly I'm not a media person, but
I wasn't either. This came, and I was just like, you know what?
Well,
Dom, let me.
Come on, man. Well, hopefully I picked that up, because, man, it's not my thing, but
You're
gonna make it my
comfortable.
thing.
You're comfortable.
I'll be chilling.
You're an event planner.
I'll be chilling.
You be out and about.
Yeah, but if you catch me at my events, you only catch me for a second. I'm all over the place.
Or you're yelling at the artists that are on stage, and you like, man, go ahead, like you really be hyping them up.
Because, man, you gotta understand, like, you gotta understand that we have rehearsals for these events. It's not just, hey, they getting on stage. It's like rehearsals, and it's a lot of things that we work on at rehearsal, and it's a lot of growth that you see from the first rehearsal to the show. We had one particular artist, Lou, man. He did the Chris Brown sets. He covered Chris Brown, and I remember his first rehearsal, he was shy, and it was a lot going on, and I had to have boot camps, is what I call them, for him. Where I would have a group of women pull up at my crib, we'll drink and stuff like that, and then he'll perform in front of them. You know what I'm saying? And they'll critique him on what can he do to make his performance
that's needed
better. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So he took a lot of advice, and he leveled up, bro. Like, and I can honestly say he went from being the bottom performer to my favorite performer tonight. His confidence really showed, and it's just great to see that the rehearsals paid off. So again, that's my enjoyment. You know what I'm saying? Watching people grow. So it's a huge part for me. I like to challenge people, and they complete the challenges. So that's cool.
So I'm excited to see what's coming up. I enjoy talking to you.
I enjoy talking too.
We always have great conversations.
Oh, of course.
Stay tuned to the podcast, y'all. We're gonna be talking about a whole bunch of other stuff, some important things, some business stuff, some faith talk. That's my thing.
We're gonna do it.
My thug thizzle.
We're gonna do it.
So
clearly, since it's on camera now, I have to, right? Because I'm agreeing to it.
Yes, you do.
We're gonna make it happen. We're gonna talk about anything that anybody want to talk about. If you got something to say, man, let's talk about it. Come on the podcast. We're gonna make it happen. She over there laughing. But we're gonna make it happen, man. Anything that you want to talk about, that's what we got going on. So it's not just for the creatives, it's for everybody in the city. We picking anybody. We got about 3-4 guests a show, so we got room. We gonna make it happen, everybody, the whole city.
So where can they find you on social?
Champagne Purpy on everything. Champagne Purpy.
Twitter.
Champagne Purpy. Champagne Purpy.
Facebook.
Champagne. No. You don't need to find me on Facebook. My mom on there.
Don't find me on Facebook. I was about to say your government.
Yeah, all my teachers on there. You know what I'm saying? I post pictures on there. My teachers be going crazy. They're going crazy. Like, oh my God, what do you do now? Nothing that you will understand. I'm just not talking in your class no more.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, y'all, this has been another episode of Let's Tell a Story with your girl Drea Kay and my dude over here, Champagne Purpy. Make sure y'all stay tuned for this episode. We coming with new episodes, The Antidote and myself on Let's Tell a Story. Also, check out our social media platforms, Drea Story, Champagne Purpy, and our podcasts are yours about to roll out. Mine, mine.
Yours already
Mine
rolling.
already.
Yeah, and if y'all don't check it out, y'all definitely should, because she be dropping hella gems on there.
Come on, gem dropper.
Yeah.
At its best, okay.
See, you're a natural. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I need
just
to
be
get.
talking.
Yeah, you just be talking. It be flowing. I be stuck.
You'll get there. I'll teach you.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I need right there. That's how you stick together in the city. We need more of that.
We definitely do.
Yep.
But y'all check us out. Interview coming soon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.